The book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 49. I have to break out the maps because it's talking about Edom and Elam, and I have to separate them in my mind. And if I don't know where they are, I'm sure other people don't know where they are. Concerning the Ammonites, thus saith the Lord, and Ammon, here's Ammon right here, okay? There's Judah, there's Ammon. Concerning the Ammonites, thus saith the Lord, hath Israel no sons? Hath he no heir? Why then doth their king inherit Gad, and his people dwell in his cities? Right? Because that's where, what's his name? Not Jonathan. Johanan went. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will cause an alarm of war to be heard in Rabbah of the Ammonites, and it shall be a desolate heap, and her daughters shall be burned with fire. Then shall Israel be heir unto them that were his heirs, saith the Lord. Howl, O Heshbon, for I is spoiled. Cry, ye daughters of Rabbah. Gird you with sackcloth, lament, and run to and fro by the hedges. For their king shall go into captivity, and his priests and his princes together. Wherefore glorious thou in the valleys, thy flowing valley, O backsliding daughter that trusted in her treasures, saying, who shall come unto me? Behold, I will bring a fear upon thee, saith the Lord God of hosts, from all those that be about thee. And ye shall be driven out every man right forth, and none shall gather up him that wandereth. And afterward I will bring again the captivity of the children of Ammon, said the Lord. Concerning Edom. Okay. So, here's Edom. When we get into Elam, we're going to have to get off that map because it's not near there. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. Here, I think they even had that on one of these maps. Dedan. Right there. Can you see it? Let me move this. It's right here. So here's Edom. Maybe it's further south than Edom. Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. Okay, I'm trying to place Bozrah. Here we are. It looks like this is Ammonite land, maybe. I don't know. It kind of looks like it's Edomite land. It's hard to tell apart. Moab, Ammon. Here's that sea. Well, it's definitely not in Elam. It's either in Edom or in Ammon. I can't tell. But let's get better information. It's in Jordan. Yeah, it's in Edom. Basra is in Edom. Along Basra is in Edom, Jordan. Okay. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent into the heathen, saying, Gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Thou that shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also, Edom shall be a desolation, every one that goeth by it shall be astonished. Astonished. They don't use that word astonied like they were. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man, that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? This is a preview of Jesus, because they're not talking about David, who was the other shepherd. This is the only other person they're talking about. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. So remember, Esau is Edom, and that means red. And where's the Red Sea? Somewhere. Is that it? I don't know. I'm just glad I separated. I figured, because this is getting too much. These Edom and Elam. I have to straighten it out. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. Concerning Damascus, Okay. Here. Damascus. Hamath is confounded and Arpad, for they have heard evil tidings. They are faint-hearted. There is sorrow on the sea. It cannot be quiet. Damascus is waxed feeble, and turned herself to flee, and fear hath seized on her. Anguish and sorrows have taken her as a woman in travail. How the city of praise not left, the city of my joy. How is the city of praise not left, the city of my joy? Therefore her young man shall fall in her streets, and all the men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord of hosts. Okay. Now, where is Damascus? Yeah, we see it on the map. Assyrian Empire, which is no longer, right? It has become Syria, right? And they are talking about this a lot. Ashtaroth, Ashkelon down here in Philistine, in Gaza. This will help remember about Damascus. Therefore her young men shall fall in her streets, and all the men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord of hosts. And I will kindle a fire in the wall of Damascus, and it shall consume the palaces of Ben-Hadad. Okay. Ben-Hadad, that's a title for Syrian king, for the standing Syrian king, Ben-Hadad, son of Hadad, right? And that's a name, not so good. So we're going to have to get off this to go to Elam, which is all the way over here. We're kind of over here on that map. And this is way east, right? But who knows, you know? Jerusalem here, Babylon, and there's Elam here. Here is Edom, and here is Elam. Can you see that? No. Here is Elam. It's east of Babylon, and Edom is west of Babylon. This is modern day. Elam is modern day Iran. And Edom is modern day Jordan. Okay. Concerning Kedar. Okay, right here. We got it right there. Kedar. Concerning Kedar and concerning the kingdoms of Hazor, which Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, shall smite. Thus saith the Lord, arise ye, go to Kedar, and spoil the men of the east. Their tents and their flocks shall they take away. They shall take to themselves their curtains, and all their vessels, and their camels, and they shall cry unto them, fears on every side. Flee, get you far off, dwell deep, O ye inhabitants of Hazor, saith the Lord. For Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, hath taken counsel against you, and hath conceived a purpose against you. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation, that dwelleth without care, saith the Lord, which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone. That has to be Babylon. And their camels shall be a booty, and the multitude of their cattle a spoil. And I will scatter into all winds them that are in the utmost corners, and I will bring their calamity from all sides thereof, saith the Lord. And Hazor shall be a dwelling for dragons, and a desolation forever. There shall be no man abide there, nor any son of man dwell in it. Okay, does not sound like Egypt, right? But it cannot be. It has to be Tel Hazor, Yeah. That's the hill of Hazor. It's in Jerusalem. According to the book of Joshua, Hazor was the seat of Habin, a powerful Canaanite king who led a Canaanite confederation against Joshua, an Israelite military commander. Okay. I guess that's Hathor in Egypt. This is Hazor. And you know what? Egypt and Canaan are totally attached to me. And if there is a Hathor, Egypt, they're attached. There's a Hazor, Israel. Okay, we're almost at the end. So it says Hazor is going to be a dwelling place for dragons. Okay, now we come into Elam. The word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah the prophet against Elam in the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah king of Judah, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, I will break the bow of Elam, the chief of their might. So that's what is being said today, till this day. And that's Iran. And Israel has just said this exact passage to them. But is this an ongoing thing? It has never been done. Their bow has never been broken. Surely something must have happened. This is a warning a long time ago, and it's not for just next week. It could be for next week, but it has also been done. This is not for just for us here in the future. Like, this is a long time ago, and this has already been done before. And it may be done again. Let's see what it says again. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, I will break the bow of Elam, the chief of their might. See what it's saying? So Assyria's gone, right? We have Damascus in Syria still, but he says this is the chief of their might, and it still is today, right? Edom is over here. That's Jordan. Elam, and I don't know, every time they do the news, they should show up a little map like this. We could understand. They do it on purpose. And upon Elam I bring the four winds from the four quarters of heaven, and will scatter them toward all those winds. And there shall be no nation whither the outcasts of Elam shall not come. Well, that's already going on. You understand? So all the nations in the world have some people from Elam, have some people from Iran. This used to be called Persia, right? Iran used to be called Persia. And if that Elam is Iran, and we're going to have to bust out another map when it starts talking about the Persians and the Medes, because they're that way too. That way. And this whole story in the book, a lot is right here. Just this little area. For I will cause Elam to be dismayed before their enemies and before them that seek their life. And I will bring evil upon them, even my fierce anger, saith the Lord. And I will send the sword after them, till I have consumed them. And I will set my throne in Elam, and will destroy from thence the king and the princes, saith the Lord. But it shall come to pass in the latter days that I will bring again the captivity of Elam, saith the Lord. So that's pretty clear. Yeah, he probably did all that stuff before. He broke their bow, the chief of their might. But look at this last word. But it shall come to pass in the latter days that I will bring again the captivity of Elam. And that is right. That is exactly what Israel's trying to do right now today.